No, you haven't seen the turtle. Yeah, it's also just the 1 foot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the one foot stop.
Yeah. Oh, are you not eating? Yeah? Even though she's older. Smaller. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.
Welcome to Fantastic Voyage Improv, live from Magillycuddy's in Anoka, Minnesota. Keep your phones quiet and your laughter loud. Put your hands together for Fantastic Voyage!
Gotta get my steps in. Hello, everyone! Welcome to Fantastic Voyage! My name's Zach. I'll be your host. These are the players. Give it up for Blake. Give it up for Bill! And give it up for Matt! And Steve! And let's clap some more for Becca on the keys. And then no clapping for me. I'm Zach, your host. You tell me what to do. We're gonna get right to it and play a game called Lego Stories. This is for everyone. And how this game works is that these guys are gonna tell a story one word at a time, kind of like how you build Legos, one block at a time. But if they say more than one word, they're out. If they take too long, they're out. If they tell a boring story, they're out. And I feel like I'll just make the rules as I go on, and it'll be great. If they tell a particularly interesting story, I'll say, let's see it, and they'll come forward, and they'll do a little vignette based on what they had just said. So I'm going to go out into the audience. Ooh. Yeah, I know. Ooh. It's coming at ya. Can I get a suggestion of something that you might find in your kitchen? A spill. A spill. A spill.
It's a big spill in the bathroom.
No, you're out!
Once
There
was
a
giant
spill
in
the
kitchen
where
they
locked
Kool-Aid
in
the
closet.
what?
Hesitation! I need to know about this spill.
When my oil spilled on the garage floor, I slipped onto the fender of my Ford. So it was dented. I ran to the insurance company to file a claim, but my insurance agents would not allow me to claim
This sounds like my real life. Get out of here! What's something that's on your tool bench in your garage?
It's never used.
Okay.
So there's got to be some good stuff
Just
on
for
there.
show.
Circular saw.
Circular saw. Circular saw.
I cut a big piece of wood in circles, so I can use it in my twist.
Dance?
Well, let's see it!
Boy, Dad, you're so good with tools.
Yeah, son. As we use this in my square car, I figured my square car should have circular wheels, like wooden wheels, like Flintstone style. You know, like.
That makes sense.
You want to help me put them on?
Shouldn't I have safety here?
Oh no, that's totally overrated. You can't actually build anything unless you bleed. That's the rule I
What's something that you, like, okay, go back in time and it's Halloween, and what's something that you trade a whole bunch of candy for?
A nose hair remover.
Nose hair remover. You didn't have any nose hairs when you were a child, or did you?
Somebody did.
Nose hair remover.
At Target, I saw the biggest nose hair remover that I ever had seen. So I rejected the clippers I had in my heart. When I talked to the lady, she said, you should purchase the nose hair remover because it is superior. So I bought the nose hair remover, but it was not too great. I tried to cut my nose hairs and I cried.
Let's see it! Yes! I want to see you cry.
Have you seen a nose hair trimmer? I thought
Nose trimmer's a club!
but it's got the...
That club! Try the nose hair trimmer!
Well, I don't think I need
You
this
need-
much. Trust me, you need it. Well,
Oh yeah!
well, I was just finding my hair.
No, nose hair!
Nose hair trimmer. Trust me, try the nose hair trimmer.
Okay, yeah, I'll get it. Okay.
Back at home.
Okay.
Honey, I've been meaning to tell you. You got a lot going on.
Yeah. I know I got that's why I got these.
I'm gonna love you again. Let's see you use it.
Turn it on. Well, first. Oh, wait, I didn't read the instructions first. I should probably. I don't need to.
This is doing it for me. Do it.
Just do it for me.
Oh gosh. I got a bloody nose and not like usual because I was thinking it.
Oh my God.
Oh god.
I got a bloody nose!
I know you saw me dance on my toes, but now you're getting off on the bloody nose. I know you know which way this goes, cause you're getting off from my bloody nose. I went to Target, they had a deal. The lady at the counter said that it was a steal. I got them and I'm getting off, oh, cause I'm tripping all over this cloth. I got a bloody nose, got a bloody nose, got a bloody nose, got a bloody nose. You were wondering how I dance on my toes, but now I'm dancing with my bloody nose. Oh, I don't know where all this blood goes. Please help me with my bloody nose.
Give it up
for bloody noses.
And now we're in love.
I know. In love over his bloody nose. This next game is called Sound Effects, and it's for 2 players.
It's us again.
And an audience member, a lucky audience member, who wants to play sound effects. There's a surprise in it for you. You might get some chocolate, you might not. Do you want to play? Sure! Give it up for Suzanne! Hello, what's your name?
Suzanne.
Hi, Suzanne. Thanks for doing this for us. Now, how this game works is I'm going to get a place for these guys to start their scene, and from time to time, they're going to call for sound effects. So if they're hammering on a birdhouse, it might look like this. Oh. Oh, see, you got it. So you just kind of do stuff like that. Awesome. So, could I get a relationship to start these guys off? Something of the non-sexual variety.
Cousins.
Cousins! Cousins. Take it away.
If we don't get the axle on the car correctly, then we can't get it in the boxcar race.
Right? You are the smartest cousin.
Who said that? It seems uneven because when I spin the wheel.
Well, that's your problem.
What?
The gerbil is not. See? He said fluffer. Did you hear it?
No, I didn't. That's so nice. Okay. So he's gonna turn the wheel faster. Because right now it goes really slow.
We put him back in there, get him in his little gerbil wheel, and then spin it. See?
Okay.
You just gotta find the right motivation for the gerbil.
Okay, but once we start the motor, is he gonna get scared? Okay.
You put a motor in this?
Yeah, to get it started, and then he keeps the momentum.
It's
going.
a hybrid.
Yeah. Okay. So once I get the motor going, is he gonna freak out?
Yep.
Again. Okay. Yeah.
Purrs like a gerbil.
Yep. Hit the throttle a little bit.
Okay. And now I've got a bag of chips. Let me open it.
Okay.
So those new Sun Chips bags that sound weird.
Oh.
Okay. And now we feed the chip to the gerbil. See? Now you have a happy gerbil that's not scared of your oddly silent engine.
Yeah, well, I didn't have any lunch. Let me have some of those
Do you want a
chips.
chip?
Yeah, I want a chip.
My mom's right. You eat weird. Want to see how I eat them?
Yeah.
I like to blow on them first to make sure they're not hot.
It gets the excess dust out.
Ow! Like Cookie Monster.
Wait, what? Oh, you are hungry. I can hear your.
Listen.
I can hear your stomach rumbling. Oh, your stomach almost sounds like the Hamburglar. Okay.
It's like Dagobah.
It's like Dagobah. bodega on Dagobah. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna push you up to the top of the hill.
Okay. Okay, wait. The screen is dirty. I gotta put on the wipers.
It's not gonna, it's dry. You gotta spray something on it. Good?
Okay, well now I'm gonna turn on the wipers.
Wait.
Yeah.
You don't need the paper.
I wish I had this sort of motivation in the toilet.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so I'll get the motor going. Okay, and then I feed the gerbil. Okay.
And then I start pushing.
Okay, yeah. Here we go. Oh, it's going faster. Let go. Oh my gosh, it's going out of control.
You gotta watch out the tree!
It's hitting up. No, I can't steer.
Crash.
Give it up for Suzanne! What a good sound effects person!
Yeah. Oh man, Dad, you had some chemistry with her. You did? Yeah, you should try to hit that.
Shucks. This next game is called Orchestrated Confessions, and it's for 2 players. How this game works is that I'm going to get a place for the scene to start at, and from time to time, Becca will start playing a piano. She plays a piano, not a trumpet, or I don't know.
Xylophone.
Or do you play a trumpet? I don't know.
No.
Anyway, no, she doesn't. What?
Is that the one on Star Trek?
Yeah, I think so. And while Becca's playing music, one of these guys are going to have to come up and start talking to the audience, like they're giving a confession of something that you, the audience, haven't realized yet, or something that the other player hasn't realized yet. So I get a suggestion of a dangerous place. Niagara Falls. Are you guys ready? All right.
All right, Joe. Barrel's ready.
Man. You know, when I made that bet that the Packers wouldn't win the Super Bowl, I didn't think it would actually, pay off.
Well, that was your mistake, having faith in the Vikings.
What kind of idiot agrees to go over the waterfall of Niagara Falls in a barrel just because of a stupid football team winning the Super Bowl? I guess
Is that a rhetorical question?
Yeah, that's a rhetorical question. I'm just trying to stall before I have to get in this barrel and tumble to my sure death.
What he doesn't know is that I built that barrel by hand, and I have literally never built anything before in my life. So, yeah. It's totally safe, trust me.
Yeah, well, it looks really sturdy. Like, I didn't know you were so crafty and handsy. Woodsy. Not woodsy, nor handsy. I didn't know you were so handy. You're probably handsy too, but that's a different story. That's a different story. I'm just stalling. Do you have like a seatbelt for this in here?
Here, some rope.
Oh, okay.
You can just tie yourself up in there. I don't...
Oh, yeah.
Now
That
it's
seems super logical, because then when I fall over, I will slip out of the barrel. I won't be able to swim.
If you do, we can pull you out by the other end of the rope.
Yeah, well, help tie me to this barrel right now.
All right.
Ah, yeah, really tight. What he doesn't know is that I went to magician school, 5th level, so I can get out of knots and ropes of all kinds. He's gonna look down and see a barrel crushed to a million pieces, but I won't be in that barrel, because I'll have fallen and grabbed a tree branch as I fall down the falls. I found one about... Yeah, so, this is great. Should we make like another bed before I go over the edge?
I think you should just go.
Ah!
What he doesn't know is that I'm actually Aaron Rodgers. That's how bad of a football fan he is. He does not even know that I played quarterback for the team he bet against. But that's also why I've never built a barrel before, because I'm Aaron freaking Rodgers. Why did the screaming stop?
Hey, maybe, maybe you should, I don't know, throw me a rope or something.
Sure thing.
I'm just down here, hanging out.
I hear you. I'm gonna tie this rope around this football and throw it down to you. Not that I'm a famous quarterback or anything.
All right, don't make it too hard to catch or anything. I need both hands.
All right, here it comes.
Ah! Oh! It's a good thing this rope is strong. Don't let go of the rope. I'm dangling above the water. What he doesn't know is that I actually knew it was Aaron Rodgers. And I knew scientifically that by the strength of his throw, he would dislodge me from the branch, catapulting me to the other side where I could land safely, thus staying alive and winning the bet. Oh man, look at this, I can actually wade on the shore. That was some throw you got. What'd you say your name was? Darren?
Yeah, Darren. Yeah.
Well, you really got some cannon.
Yeah. Darren Dodger.
Darren Dodgers, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm glad you didn't die.
Yeah,
The truth is, I'm not entirely glad that he didn't die. Well, actually, I am glad that he didn't die. Because I know something that he thinks I don't know, which is that he is Kirk Cousins. So I'm actually quite glad that he is still alive to continue playing quarterback for the Vikings. And I guess I have to keep talking. So, did I ever tell you about how I got totally slighted in the draft when the Vikings passed on me twice?
hey, who are you talking to?
Just myself.
Oh, talking to trees again, Darren, huh? Classic Darren Dodgers behavior. Well, I'm glad I still have that $84 million to collect.
Yeah, about that. I've got car keys, so I'm just gonna leave.
Hey, do you know how expensive an Uber is from here? What he doesn't know is that I'm actually Kirk's evil twin, Dirk. I was actually a wide receiver for my brother growing up. That's why I have the hands like I do. And I don't have $84 million, but Kirk was nice and he let me borrow a couple bucks, so I'll at least be able to get back to Rochester or Syracuse or some other town nearby. And then I'll, I don't know, hitchhike home or something. Such is the life of Dirk Fluzzins. Brother to Kirk Cousins. We look the same, we're just as corny, but nobody actually knows the difference between us. My brother's kind of the loser of the family.
Yeah, give it up for that! Next game that the sheet tells me is weird debate. It's for all players. How this game works is that these guys are going to debate different topics. And one person is going to speak the same at the same time. They're going to say the same things at the same time. It's going to be great. And these guys are going to alternate speaking one word at a time. A word at a time. You guys will get it. It's great. So, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Dr. Fred Fredrickson. I teach medical sociology at Harvard
University
of
Minnesota.
And how about you? Who are you?
Hello! went to college early. However, it was a junior college. So I am known as Dr. Know It Some.
All right. That's pretty cool. So these guys are gonna kind of debate different topics. So what's a question? What's a topic of debate that we can do pros and cons for?
Vaccination.
Vaccinations. Let's talk about vaccinations. Let's start with you.
Vaccinations are very important because you otherwise would get
Dud.
All right, that's very straightforward and to the point. What's your viewpoint?
Why would you get vaccinated? Only criminals get shot.
Also very straight and to the point. How about something a little harder, something a little bit more abstract?
How about do extraterrestrials exist?
Oh, do ETs exist? I'm not going to tackle that word. Where do you go? Go.
Extraterrestrials have already been destroyed in Area 51. They have a base where people experimented on them, their bodies, with programs of destruction and vigilance.
How about you? What do you think?
extraterrestrials
Obviously.
are
Not
real.
because
Otherwise,
movies
would
be
real.
and
Movies
can't
be
real.
because
They're
fake.
It's a very concise point there. Wow, this is a really good debate, actually. How about, what about something silly, something ridiculous, something that...
Milky Way versus Snickers.
Milky Way versus Snickers. Let's talk about it. You go first.
Snickers
is
the
superior
candy
bar
because it tastes
like
delicious,
heaven.
and
When
you
eat,
one,
you
become
closer
to
God.
There's only one candy bar that is closest to God, and technically that is the Milky Way. We stole the recipe for Milky Way from the aliens.
Can I have the recipe?
No!
How about, from the back table? What's something that you want to hear debated?
Animals, wild or zoo?
Wild or zoo? Wild or zoo? You go.
Animals belong in their natural habitat. That is for 3 reasons. Reason number 1, they should be able to poop wherever they please. Reason number 2, unlimited food supply. Reason number 3, animals can eat other animals' poop. Need we say more?
And you, what do you
such
as
hunters,
and
animals,
and
hunters,
with
guns.
Oh, continue. I
So-
didn't cut you off.
in conclusion, we think you should put animals
In
zoos.
All right. Hey, everyone can clap for them now. They did good back and forth. Now, we're going to clap to see who won. So, if you think this guy won, clap for them. Oh,
Those are polite little claps.
how about this guy? Oh, speaks the same words. Knows very little. What was your name again?
Dr. Know It Some.
We appreciate your patronage.
All right. Give up for these guys. Well, you already did. You don't have to do it twice. I just say that sometimes. All right, this next game is a new game, everyone. It's new. Ooh, let's all do it together. Ooh, 2 oohs in one night. It's called Oh, the Locations You'll Find Yourself In. And it's not a convoluted title at all. I didn't want to say all the places you go because I didn't want Dr. Seuss to sue me. Which would obviously happen. Seuss. It's in the name. Anyway. Steve?
Yeah.
You did so well at that game that you lost. Then I'm gonna need you to leave.
Yes, sir.
And need the rest of the place to get on up here. How all the locations you find yourself in works is that Steve's gonna go upstairs. He's not gonna know some stuff. These guys are gonna know some stuff. They're gonna know locations that you guys are gonna give them. Oh! No. No. Nobody answered. Okay. You guys are definitely going to give them locations. And, okay, so they'll start with a relationship. And then they're going to, these players are going to have to get Steve to go to that location in a natural way, not a forced way. They can't just walk up and say, hey, let's go to the bathroom. It's going to have to make sense. Wait. You run up to people and ask them to go to the bathroom with you?
No,
No.
I'm being sarcastic.
Oh!
I do.
I guess I need to practice my
Send him a
sarcasm.
makeup.
Okay. Cool. So let's get a location for Blake. Where should Blake try to get Steve to go? The planetarium.
Okay.
The planetarium, that's your location. Oh, we have 3 tables and 3 players. Where should Bill try to get Steve to go?
20,000 leagues under the sea.
20,000 leagues under the sea.
Nice.
All right. And where should Steve go? The sewer with a crocodile. No, what? A more specific place. Underneath a rail yard? Underneath the railroad. Underneath the railroad. So let's repeat these locations.
The planetarium.
20,000 leagues under the sea.
Underneath the railroad.
Okay. On the count of 3, let's say, hey Steve, good luck. 1, 2, 3.
Zach, what's our relationship?
Oh, thank you. What should their relationship be, person I just met?
Fraternity.
Fraternity. I'm going to give you the word fraternity. All right. On the count of 3, let's say, Steve. What did I say?
Good luck.
Good luck. 1, 2, 3. Steve, good luck.
I thought it wasn't guessing you.
It's not.
Hey. There you are, Tommy.
Yeah.
what this house
Charge!
It's what this house is all about. Party.
1, 2, 3, charge!
Hey,
You know, I wasn't looking forward to spending a weekend at your house. Cool.
yeah, hey, you got those finals next week. How's that going? You study?
Fuck school, man.
Hey.
Fuck school! Fuck school! Fuck school!
Hey. If I had said fuck school when I was in school, I wouldn't be a 50-year-old head of a frat house.
Does mom even know that you like run a frat?
I don't think so.
How's your probably not tell her, right?
Yeah. In fact, we should probably not hang out here much longer so that you don't have to be senior.
Well, you just gave a 17-year-old a can of beer. You should at least let him finish.
All right, finish it up, and then, you know what? We'll go somewhere that will help you study for your final.
I want to study for my final.
But this place, like, the studying just happens to you. Like, you don't have to open a book.
Can you take me to the strip club?
We should go there after. No, man, we're gonna open your eyes to the universe.
Hey, can you buy me weed?
We'll do that after too.
Stop talking and start drinking!
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Finish that up, alright? And you are gonna do a major cram session on astronomy. Okay, you can lie down there.
I know it's a frat house. Can you do better than Bud Light?
Look, okay, on the way back, we'll go to the strip club, we'll get some weed, and we'll get some better beer. Now, let's go to the planetarium.
I love planetariums. That's why I wanted weed.
Going to the planetarium.
Good. Sit down, look up, and let the studying happen to your face.
Yes, hello, welcome to Adler Planetarium. We're so glad you joined us today.
I don't remember a big fat head in the universe.
Yeah. Let's talk in
It's
more
called
planets.
the moon, asshole!
Talking about you, asshole!
Hey! Didn't you raise your son to have a little more respect?
Hey, tell me how to raise my son.
Yeah, sit there, you big lush.
Hey,
What do you think of the stars?
don't call my dad a
Do
lush.
you even know what lush means?
Do you?
Comfortable?
Now, did you bring weed or not?
Smart kid.
I don't do this job for free.
I told you, Dad.
Look, I'll get you some weed after.
Now, if you don't supply me with the good stuff, I'm gonna have to take you down. Like, way down. Leagues down.
Like, you're gonna kill me and send me to hell?
I'm not that powerful. I may have a big head, but I'm not that powerful. Now, what consolation is that, son?
Ursa Major?
Oh, damn! It took me 3 weeks to get that night.
I can do your job.
Oh,
Can
man.
you press play on the Pink Floyd?
That's the sad part. You probably could. Oh, yeah, you want to sync it up, don't you?
Yeah!
Yeah! The keyboardist surely will play us some Pink Floyd.
But I heard, like, the universe, yeah, it's undiscovered, but, like, what about the Earth?
Well, the sea, that's the place we really don't know. I mean, they tried to go there in that one movie, but I don't think they found much. That's the place that I really want to
Are you
discover.
trying to tell me that the planetarium has a submarine? Like, what kind of public funding does this city have?
Yeah, Mike, you give me some of that good stuff, and I could say anything.
We gotta go get the good stuff.
You know, the Beatles had a submarine.
I've always wanted to be in a submarine.
Yeah, and then you and I can get in that submarine.
And we're going 20,000 leagues under the sea, right?
Yeah!
Hell
Yeah! And we go live in a yellow submarine. A what? A yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. We'll all live in a yellow
20,000 leagues under the sea.
It's a lot more crowded in here than I anticipated.
Subs are small, man.
Can you turn on the lights out
Except
there?
for Subway, they make a huge sub. Turn on the lights?
Yeah, I
Sure.
can't see any. Oh.
Why did you ask that?
Does anybody know why we brought the hippie stoner from the planetarium?
I just got to set the board.
He kind of smells like urine and patchouli.
Hey, it sounds like you guys are gonna have a good time. Go and find some treasure. We got any treasure here? Okay, I see a jaguar shark. Okay, but no treasure. No, we gotta go to some place where there's treasure. Hey man, I got this map. It's treasure.
Of course, the hippie stoner from the planetarium has a treasure map.
Yeah. Okay, so now we can figure it out. It says BNSF. Okay.
Wait, what? BNS?
No, BNSF.
Oh.
Okay, and we gotta figure out. They say.
Big
They say.
nasty sugar farmer.
No.
Big should never fornicate.
Blue, sweet, nasty father.
There's lots of ways we can interpret it, but it says we gotta go under James J. Hill, the robber baron.
You go under it too? I'm not into that.
We're going lower than James
Don't
J.
knock
Hill.
it till you try it, man.
What did James J. Hill make?
Money.
Yeah, doing what?
Yeah, he was that dude with the Jew.
Jew train.
Yes.
Train.
Oh,
We gotta run a train on J.J. Hill?
Well,
I'm not
no,
into that.
we gotta be lower than it. The treasure is lower.
Underhill?
Underhill.
Under.
And overhill?
Wait, here's another
This is a
one.
Hobbit map.
Oh, wait, flip it up. Oh, if you look at it in the lights, there's a hidden message. Be like Harriet Tubman.
be below.
The Underground Railroad isn't a real place. It's more of a concept.
But it could be. You do the good stuff, man. It could be.
Alright, so Ted, close your ears.
Okay.
So like 3 years ago, my buddies and I were smoking weed. We went in this railroad tunnel and we like spray painted a whole bunch of real cool stuff. Like, Ted,
Man, you are a badass 14-year-old.
yeah, that's why my mom sent me to live with my apparently drunken friend.
What's the
Why did I even come here?
What kind of role model is he?
I'm tag artist. I painted a bridge.
You should be very proud.
Cool.
Okay, so what
Mr.
was the
Finger
symbol that
snaps.
you put on? Under the bridge.
It's the symbol for Prince.
Whoa, I see it. Under the railroad.
Somebody turn on the lights down.
I've got a flashlight in my bag.
Okay.
Okay, we've got the red side and we've got the blue side. Okay?
Red paint first.
Okay, red paint.
Blue paint.
Do you
Blue
blue
paint.
paint?
Okay, we gotta combine it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, as one.
Yeah, as
As
one.
one.
Yeah,
See what
just
you guys are doing.
okay. There's the Prince symbol.
Yeah, purple rain. Purple rain. Purple rain. Purple rain.
Give it up for these guys!
What their name was,
This next game is called Mixed Connections, and it's for 2 players. And Steve, could could you?
I wasn't prepared.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna have to vamp and explain the game while I Google things.
Mixed Connections is a game where we read a personal classified ad, something along the lines of like, "I'm meet cute," like, "I saw you over there across the quad. You were wearing topaz earrings, and I was into metal. If you want to meet up, tell me what song is playing on my transistor radio." So we read something like that, and then these guys do a scene based on what we read.
Let that be the exact description.
He was studying beforehand.
Ooh, give me Give me a letter of the alphabet.
H.
H. Scrolling. Handsome coworker.
Business is pleasure.
I would, okay, here it is. Here's the thing. I would occasionally find myself in your department, menswear. You are good looking with salt and pepper hair. You made me smile when you sang along to Sugar by Maroon 5. You made me laugh when you called a pair of green chords. I was looking for not gender specific. I'm sorry now that I didn't let you know it was my last day. Tell me where we worked together. The ugly sweater I made a joke about was, and your first name, so I know it's you. W4M. Did you hear all that? Yep. All right, these guys are doing the scene based on that. Take it away.
Hey, I just happened to be over here in menswear.
Welcome to menswear.
Thanks. I know I don't come by here very often. I'm usually over in shoes.
Choice.
Yeah. I just wanted to see if you had any more of those green chords.
Oh. Green.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a popular color.
Yeah.
So I actually have an entire rack. I could do a corduroy suit for you.
That would be amazing.
You got pants. What are you, a 32, 34?
Yeah.
So there's both those. There's some pants. I've got a sport coat that 42.
Yeah. How do you know my sizes?
This is what I do.
You can tell someone's size just by looking at them?
Yeah.
But I mean, I can do that with feet too. Let's see. 12. Double E.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And by the way,
Oh, wow. Wow. I keep like thinking of all the things we could do together. Like we could clothe one entire person together.
Sing, we could clothe one entire person together.
I hope you know this song. It's not Maroon 5.
We go together like eggs and ham.
We go together like
Sir and ma'am. We go together like two people who have been together.
We go together like Minnesota and shitty weather. We go together like a cow and leather.
Like public restrooms and wet feet. We go together like Outback and shitty meats. We go together. We go together. We go together. We go together.
Give it up for this connection. Now we're going to play a game. It's one of the hardest games that we play. And it's a song game. It's called Hoedown. Hoedown.
It doesn't get an ooh like it's an
These guys are going to sing a song about an event that you could foresee bad things happening at. So give me that suggestion. Something that you can foresee something going horribly wrong.
Jousting.
A jousting hoedown. Jousting. Jousting. We're going to do jousting hoedown. Now, I'm going to take the time to remind you guys, we love doing the show and it's free, but we have to fix things. We have to buy new lights. We bought new footlights. Look at these suckers.
Actually, don't look at them.
Don't look at them. It's really bright. But that at least had to set us back $40. So if you could find in your heart, and if you love the show, you could put in a $5 or a $10 or a $20, whatever you got. Thank you. Thank you. Now, what are you doing, jousting? Jousting. Take it away, jousting now.
Jousting, I grab my trusty spear, and with it I ride to my least favorite pier. But to my dismay, that fucker finally broke. It's because I gave him quite a poke. I just went to Redfest, and I rode a horse. I didn't do well, of course. I went down the road and bailed, because I was scared to be impaled.
I went to the Red Fest before I had a toke, and then I wanted turkey leg, but I was broke. I said that I'd see some guys fight, and now I'm cheering on the Black Knight.
I worked at the Renaissance Fest, but only for one day. I found out that smoking before you joust doesn't pay. If you are a jousting knight, don't light up a joint. But if you do, you will very quickly get the point.
We'll get the point.
That was going on, everybody! Now it's my sad state to inform you that this is the last game of the show. Bruce, there has been a murder! This show had 2 oohs in it. Just remember that. 3.
Doubly ooze.
So much ooze, you'll think you're at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
So much ooze that you'll think at the Kids' Choice Award.
So much ooze, you'll regret last Saturday.
So much ooze that you'll be in one of those Goosebump books about ooze.
So much ooze, you're stinking.
You have a location? All right. We're getting a location from online.
Zach, what game are we playing?
We're playing Chain Murder. I didn't say it. I have to say it for the internet. Yeah. Internet. We're playing Chain Murder. And it's really exciting because one of you guys on the internet gave us a location. So, Becca, what is that location?
A casino buffet.
A casino buffet is our location. And we need occupation. So, back table, what's the occupation?
Bartender.
A bartender. A bartender where?
A shortstop.
A bartender at shortstops?
Definitely good bartender.
Okay. And I need a murder weapon.
Pharaoh ant.
A pharaoh ant or a feral ant?
Pharaoh.
A pharaoh ant.
An ant looks like
Pharaoh.
All right.
like an Egyptian crab.
Yeah, like an Egyptian pharaoh. Yeah.
We're going to try to pass on these location, occupation, and murder weapon through mime and gibberish. So
The steed's good.
the steed's real good. And that's the only thing we use. We can't use English. We can only be a mime, and we can only use gibberish. And the 3 detectives that are come down is going to be kind of like a telephone. They're going to have to guess all these things, and at the end, we'll line them all up, and we'll try to see how accurate they were. Are you ready?
Can I recap?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Cool.
Recap.
Okay, so the location of this murder is a casino buffet. The occupation of the deceased was a bartender, maybe a shortstop, and the murdered weapon is a feral ant.
All right, are you ready?
Sure.
Are you guys ready? Yeah. All right. On the count of 3, let's say first detective, come down. 1, 2, 3. First detective, come down. That took them 2 minutes and 9 seconds to do. Do you think they can do it in half the time? Yeah. All right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you half the time. Yep. Reset. Yes. All right, on this count of 3, second detective, come on down. 1, 2, 3. Second detective, come on down. You have 1 minute. Should I cut the time in half again? Yeah. All right. Okay. Are you ready for the challenge? Here we go. All right. On the count of 3, third detective, come on down. 1, 2, 3. Third detective, come on down. You have 30 seconds. Ten, nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Do you think they got it, guys?
Absolutely.
All right.
Steve is that good.
Line up. Where were we, Blake?
We were at the Mystic Lake Casino Buffet.
Was it Casino Buffet or Mystic Lake?
Casino.
Okay. Nice.
What was the occupation, Blake?
The door-to-door canvasser.
No.
No, it was Mormon on mission.
Man, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot what it was. Made something up. It's second bartender?
Very close. Very close.
It was the bartender at shortstop.
Okay. Okay.
Very specific.
Yeah.
What was the murder weapon?
It was those little burrs that you always get stuck in your clothes in the winds.
No.
It was ticks giving you Lyme disease.
No.
It was a deer tick from Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
No. What was it, Steve?
It was a pharaoh ant.
Ooh.
Pharaoh
and
Pharaoh? Those things exist?
I guess.
Yes, they do. Bruce, you've done it again.
The more you know.
Yes.
A pharaoh ant is a mummified ant. What is it?
Bruce has it right here. The Pharaoh.
Pharaoh as in Egypt.
Pharaoh as in Egypt.
Yeah. Cat.
Oh.
Okay.
Pharaoh ants are small and brown and yellow and from Egypt.
So they're one of the ants that's half ant, half cat.
Yeah.
It's an ant with a cat head.
This is our show, everyone! What's going on after the show? After the show, we're going to do a lip sync competition. So stay tuned for that.
But you can't stay tuned on the internet because this is for our in-house and patrons only.
Exactly. So if you want to stay tuned on the internet, join Patreon.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Click on the link below.
All right, now
We'll
give
have like a-
it up for Blake. Give it up for Matt. Give it up for Bill. Give it up for Steve. Clap really loud for I've been your host, Zachary. Drive safe, everyone. Dun, 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 dun.
It's supposed to be playing. Just pretend there's music in your brain. There it is.
I mean, it was a good mix-up, yeah.
It's
Even though we had new stuff in it, I'd say it's one of the most consistent.
Guessing game.